Hello and welcome to Your Broken Galaxy. Today is going to be Fight 8 of Round 1 of my 128 character Star Wars Versus tournament. It is a comedy tournament. I hope you laugh when you listen to this. Let's go. The Rebel Alliance is like, you know what, maybe we should just pay someone to kill some of the top-ranking generals and such. And good old Bail Organa is like, yeah, that's good. So he hires Cad Bane to kill or capture Grand Moff Tarkin. Cad ends up going to Tarkin's homeworld, Ariadu. He bombs an important structure called the Spire, and Will is in a huff about it. So he ends up flying home, and when he arrives, Bane shows up inside his bedroom in the middle of the night. Tarkin rises from his bed and says, "Am I safe in concluding you're the one responsible for destroying the Spire?" And Cad Bane is like, "I'm gonna try to take you in alive." And Tarkin responds saying, "That was never an option." So Bane pulls his coat back, revealing his blaster, and says, "Is that so?" Tarkin reaches gently for a lamp to turn on a light, but then, as his hand approaches, he flings it at Cad. Cad puts his hands up defensively, blocking the light easily, but Tarkin immediately jumps on him with a swift punch to the gut, followed by a strong right hook. Bane staggers back, but Tarkin hurt his knuckles on Bane's oxygen tubes, just, sticking out the side of his head there like some kind of crazy person who has tubes implanted into their body. "Oh, you got some fight in you, do you, old man?" Bane says. Tarkin lunges forward with a kick directly to Bane's groin, and the Duros takes it hard. He falls to his knees, and Tarkin strikes him with a knee to the side of the head. Bane pulls out his blaster, half unconscious from the knee strike, and through very blurry vision, he points at a blob that he assumes is Tarkin and pulls the trigger. He doesn't hear Tarkin react or the sound of his dead body hit the floor, so he's not sure what's happened. He shakes his head, and his vision comes back. "Where are you, Moff?" Bane says. I'll find you." "Right here," Tarkin says as he strikes him with a fireplace rod and throws a curtain around his neck to begin choking him. Bane laughs. "It's gonna be awful hard to choke me," he says, again because of the weird oxygen tubes he has coming out of the side of his face. "Well, what about this?" Tarkin says as he delivers a thrust kick directly into his spine. "Son of a gun, that hurts," Bane says. As he stumbles forward, Tarkin sees Bane's blaster on the ground. He lifts it. Bane turns to see that his earlier shot had hit Tarkin in the shoulder and that it was still smoldering. "Ow, that's gotta sting," he says. "Not as much as this," Tarkin says, unloading a few shots. Bane draws his remaining blaster and starts firing back, but they both miss as the other one dives for cover. Suddenly, Bane's faithful droid, Toto 360, comes flying into the room, saying, "Mr. Bane, have you finished assassinating the Grand Moff?" Tarkin grabs the droid around its neck, points his blaster at its head, and says, "I've got your droid, bounty hunter. If you want him alive, then you'll throw down your weapon and come out." The droid says, "Oh, my master will save me. He has always treated me well." Just then, the droid's face gets shot in by 5 rapid-fire bolts. The droid falls to the floor as Tarkin again ducks for cover, and he can hear the broken and melting droid's still functioning vocabulator say, "Master, why?" "You think I care about droids?" Bane says. "No, I guess that was kind of a silly move," Tarkin responds. "But this won't be." Tarkin runs towards the desk that Bane is hiding behind, shooting the entire time. Just as he's about to get there, he throws his gun. With all of his might, Bane stands and shoots Tarkin in the leg, causing him to fall. But right after he unleashed the bolt, Tarkin's gun, still flying through the air, hits him right in the face. He goes stumbling backwards into and through a window. The shattered glass terribly rips apart his body as he begins to fall to the ground 50 feet below. But after a second, he regains composure and turns on his rocket boots. He lands back in Tarkin's room after flying up, where he sees Tarkin still lying on the floor, injured. "You've been a massive pain, human," Bane says. "Not as painful as," Tarkin begins to say, but Bane shoots him in his good leg and says, I know, not as painful as this." Bane says, "I'm going to enjoy watching you die." Tarkin raises his hands and says, "All right, you've bested me. I'll pay quadruple whatever you're being paid to kill me." And Bane says, "You know what? I thought you were better than that. Proud, even, that you would be resorting to bribing me." Tarkin looks down and thoughtfully says, "Actually, you know what, bounty hunter? You're right, I am too proud. I withdraw my offer." "Okay," Bane says, and he shoots him square in the chest. So that is my video for today. Cad Bane finishing off Moff Tarkin, the Grand Moff. Cad Bane will advance to the next round. If you guys would like to vote on who wins these fights, then you gotta sign up for my Patreon. I have 4 levels, the cheapest of which is $1. Everyone gets to vote, and eventually I'll do votes beyond just this Versus series, but whoever wins the vote wins the fight. If there happens to be a tie, then what I'm gonna do is just flip a coin. So go ahead and sign up if you want to see who wins. I am going to be the one still writing the fights, and I'm going to try and write it in a way that I think is funny and enjoyable. Other than that, let me know what you think of this video, what you think of my other videos. I have another EU meets Disney kind of video coming out probably 2 days after this one. I have seen from the algorithm that's the stuff you guys like the most, but those are a little bit harder to make than these, so I am still going to keep doing these, at least for the time being. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and all that garbage.